4, 3, 2, 1. And we are live coming to you from another show of IUW. We are officially 2 shows out from the pay-per-view of Night of Champions, in which all titles will be defended, and we will see who will come out on top. But first, we have our owner, Steel Armstrong, in the middle of the ring, possibly looking to talk about the events that transpired in NGU's Bad Blood when Bolek came in and attacked Brendan Friedman during his entrance and costed him a match for the world title, essentially. And here is Steel Armstrong in the middle of the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to be serious for a second. I will not tolerate any more violence or any more retaliation from either company. I understand NGU tried to send a message to myself stating that they wanted to be taken seriously, that they wanted to be having the arenas bigger, having the stadium better, having more revenue come in, and I understand that. And when it comes January time, NGU will get all that they desire. However, I told NGU and their general manager, Jack Hoffman, and I told IUW and their general manager, Samuel Edmund, that if there was going to be any sort of violence moving forward from that first event, that there will be some consequence. That being said, I reviewed the footage over the last couple of months. I've reviewed every show that has been going on. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. One, I have a huge announcement to make. After the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, there will be an ironclad tag team tournament match in which we will determine between the two companies who is the top tag team in the world today. We will figure out that after the Royal Rumble. We will get to that when the time comes. Second, Mr. Bolek Deadly. I understand why they call you the bastard.
Bolek sucks. Bolek sucks. Bolek sucks.
I saw the footage in which both the GM, Samuel Edmund, and the Royal Warriors went out to recruit you to do their doing for some reason, and that reason was revealed at NGU's Bad Blood. When you attacked one of the wrestlers trying to fight for a world title shot, and I'll say this, you have a #1 contendership with yourself and Ulrich Wolfgang for the tag team champions. Consider that relinquished. You have given up that right. That is not it, ladies and gentlemen. Royal Warriors. I know how you feel about Dead Man Perry, the slave, the man that caused the demise of ECW, the man that caused terror here in IUW. I understand why you guys have him as a slave. I understand why he's a part of your crew. However, due to the actions that you and the general manager Samuel Edmund did, you guys went behind my back. When I said specifically, there will be consequences. Well, the consequence is, for your actions, Royal Warriors, I, as the owner of basically all of wrestling, have decided the main event tonight will be a rematch of the first ever main events in wrestling history in this universe.
Wow.
And that will be Dead Man Perry, for the first time since Wrestlation, will fight against Bolek. And the reason why I make that match, Royal Warriors, this is punishment for yourself. because you went behind my back, and Bolek, you went behind my back as well.
Fuck
That being
you,
said,
Bolek. Fuck you,
the
Bolek.
main event is set,
Fuck you, Bolek.
and that leads me to the last final thing. Samuel Edmund, the GM, I need you to come out here right now and explain yourself.
Oh, what does he mean? What is he talking about?
And we see the GM, Samuel Edmund, coming out, and he is face to face with the owner, and he grabs a mic at hand. All right, I'll explain myself.
Love you, Edmund.
What I did
Love you, Edmund.
was only
Love
for
you,
the
Edmund.
roster of IUW. I
Love you,
was
Edmund.
justified, Mr. Armstrong. I was justified, and the reason why is because I had a heated locker room. I needed the morale to go up, and I needed to show everyone I am the leader that they need. And as a leader, I listen to the locker room and I don't take action for them. What kind of leader am I? Now settle down, fans. Settle down. This is a serious spot in the show right now. Mr. Armstrong, I've been telling you for weeks now that I can't handle the locker room being disgruntled the way they are right now. Or then, they're fine right now because we had some sort of retaliation in the form of Bolek attacking one of the contenders. Now, I am justified because I've been letting you know about it, and I am justified in the action of recruiting Bullock and sending him to NJU because it is my responsibility. It is my job as general manager of IUW to protect not only the wrestlers and the roster, but the brand itself, in which you have not done. That is enough. I don't want to hear another word from you. I told you
Whoa.
specifically that there will be some consequences, and that, my friend,
What could those be?
is I am taking over control of all general manager duties from here on out, Samuel.
Oh.
Now, I'm not saying that you're not the general manager anymore. No, 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 no. You will be handling the morale of the locker room. However, I'll be handling the matches, the business side, and the rest of the
Whoa.
way. With that being said, Samuel Ellman, you have been suspended until Royal Rumble
Whoa.
for your actions. Actually, till Night of Champions, I apologize. For your actions recruiting
Bro.
Bullock and sending him over to NGU and giving me an explanation that I did not want to hear. So, Sam, you can get the hell out of my ring because I do not want to hear from you anymore.
Damn. That
Samuel
seems
Edmund gets out the
stern.
ring and he's going to the back. Now, as the owner and as the acting general manager, because we have a tag team slot open tonight, we will determine another number one contender for the tag team titles. The Bull Riders will defend their titles against DX's Loud Silence tag team, and they will take on one of the winners of the Chicago tag team of Ahanu and Blackhawk, the tag team of Tad Luton and Harry Himothy, and the Prometheum tag team of Tavros and Echo. Whoever wins that will take on both the Bull Riders and DX's Loud Silence group at Night of Champions. That being said, last week we got a brand new inaugural Legacy Champion, and we need to figure out a couple of number one contenders for that title. So, we will see later tonight two matches dedicated for the Legacy title. And in the main event, Bolek will take on Dead Man Perry. And if anyone has a problem with that, you can go to Samuel Edmund. And Samuel Edmund could go to me, and I'll have the final word because I run things. I am the owner. I am Steel Armstrong. And regardless of what anyone feels or thinks, I run things the best way since the start of this universe. So, without further ado, let's get the show on the road. And you heard the owner or acting part-time GM, Steel Armstrong, make the card for tonight. It will be a six-man triple threat tornado tag between Chicago, the British men, and the Prometheum tag teams. It will also be a number one contenders match for Cactus New Jack's brand new legacy title. He will take on one of the four members in this match between Ahmed Magomed, Tank Tariq, Psycho Perk, and Platin. And also another number one contenders match in which he will take on one of Axel, Rajputi Patel, Maimun Mendes, and Koroshi Cobra. And for the main event, for the first time since Restoration, Deadman Perry will take on his rival Bolek in the main event tonight. Now, without further ado, let's get to it. It is a triple threat tornado tag. Who's gonna take on both the champions, Bull Riders, and DX's Loud Silence group at Night of Champions between Chicago's Ahanu and Blackhawk, the Britishman Todd Luton and Harry Himothy, and Prometheum's Tavros and Echo. We'll find out right now who's gonna get the victory. It is Tavros and Echo. After losing last week to DX's Loud Silence tag team, Tavros and Echo get their titles or get their opportunity back and able to win the tag team titles, taking the spot of Bolek and Ulrich Wolfgang. And we see backstage, it is the Royal Warriors, little bit discombobulated, little bit shocked, little bit, well, Ron the King has a mic at hand. Now, I understand Steel Armstrong wants to punish us, me, Sam. However, this isn't right. You're my slave. You are never supposed to compete. Don't you dare say a word to the king. I understand there's consequences. And you will be in the main event tonight. But mark my words. Any money you make, anything that is given to you moving forward, belongs to your king. Get ready for the match. And Deadman Perry and the Royal Warriors, there is still that animosity between the two. Deadman Perry is a slave, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, because of the actions as Joker T, breaking down ECW, taking over IUW, losing at Restoration to Hollow, losing all his power and becoming a slave to the Royal Warriors. Now it is the first time we see him in action, and it is against the old foe and Bolek. And ladies and gentlemen, up next, we have an Extreme Rules Fatal 4 match for the number one contendership for Cactus New Jack's new Legacy Championship. Who's going to win between Ahmed Magomed, Tank Tariq, Psycho Perk, and Platin? It is Tank Tariq gets the victory. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, the man started behind the line once again after he lost his opportunity for the number one contendership for the IUW World Championship. And now he has an opportunity to be a champion once again, the Legacy Championship, as Tank Tariq is now a number one contender to take on Cactus New Jack. And we actually, speaking of Cactus New Jack, he's in the backstage with his title right now. Listen! Do you guys think this title looks good on me? Let me tell you something about Legacy. Do you see my scars? Do you see the scars, the burn marks in my face and my arms? That is legacy. Do you see the
You're
shirt,
my champion.
the button-up shirt that I have
You're my champion.
right now on me? It was Reese Ross's.
You're my champion.
That is legacy. Last
You're my
week,
champion.
winning a Royal Rumble match for the third time in my short career here in IUW. That is my legacy. And when it comes to anybody who wants to fight for this title, I will step up and I will say, what do you want to fight it for? Why do you want to take it away from me? What type of match do you want? And I'll give it to you all, whether it be a burning table, whether it be thumbtacks, whether it be broken glass, whether it be anything, you can put me through it all. It is my legacy, it is my body, and in the end, I will come out on top because this is my legacy championship, and no one, whether it's Kate Toddy, whether it's Jack Hammer, whether it's Steel Armstrong, it doesn't matter because this legacy is my legacy and I dare someone to take it from me.
Cactus Jack.
Passionate promo from Cactus New Jack right there, ladies and gentlemen. The champion is ready to take on any and all comers for his title. We know Tank Toddy has won his number one contender match. Who's going to win between Axel, Rasputi Patel, Maimun Mendes, and Koroshi Cobra to take on Cactus New Jack and Tank Toddy for the new Legacy Championship? It is Axel getting the victory. Axel, Cactus New Jack, and Tank Toddy will take each other on at Night of Champions for the Legacy Championship. And we see backstage the world champion, Jacques Amer, goes to Steel Armstrong. No, Mr. Armstrong, I respect you. I respect what you did with the handling of both the general manager and the Royal Warriors. I respect you for what you did for Bolik. But you don't understand where I'm coming from when it comes to why the hell there's a legacy title. Why the hell would there be a legacy championship when that title that I have should be the legacy championship, because this is the world heavyweight champion of IUW. And I am it. I am it. And no matter who gets to fight for this title, whether it's Keegan Cormack, whether it's Mystic, it doesn't matter. Jacques Amer has a legacy himself, which means why the hell did you make and create a legacy championship?
Jacques Amer, Jacques Amer, Jacques Amer, Jacques Amer, Jacques Amer.
I am the owner, and you have no say. Even if you're the world champion, I am now an acting general manager of this show, which means don't come in here and piss me off with some phrasing that I don't even understand when it comes to a brand new title in this company. I run things. I decide what titles are here and now or not. And I'll say this, Jacques Amer, next week, I'm going to put you in a non-title match with another champion. Not for a title, but I want to see if you have what it takes, if you can back up your words. Next week, Jacques Amer will take on Cactus New Jack in a hardcore match.
What a match!
Are you kidding me?
Jacques Amer, Cactus New Jack.
2 days away from Night of Champions, you're putting me in a match. And Jacques Amir
What?
walks away. But next week it is official, ladies and gentlemen.
Stu
Jacques
Armstrong
Amir,
made it
the world
official.
champion, is
What
taking
a
on
match.
Cactus New Jack, the legacy champion, in a non-title match. Who's gonna win? We'll find out next week. But ladies and gentlemen, it is the main event. Deadman Perry will take on his longtime rival Bullock in Extreme Rules. Bullock is getting punished. The Royal Warriors is getting punished, and this main event has history behind it. Who's gonna come out on top? We'll find
And
out.
can we find Bullock in the locker room? We're looking for Bullock.